Joy Tonight Reaction. Joining us from Los Angeles, Fox News analyst Tammy Bruce and radio talk show host Leslie Marshall. All right, Leslie, where am I going wrong?
Well, there has to be a public option, and certainly I disagree with you, Bill, that this isn't going to go through. 3 out of 4 plans in both the House and the Senate include a public option. Without a public option, there really isn't any health care reform, because what the public is saying is if I'm not insured, I want access, and if I can't afford what I have, I want an option.
Then why did Sibilia say what she said?
And that's
Why did Sibilia say that?
You know, I honestly don't know. I've met her. I have a lot of respect for her. I would agree with you, not that she's robotic, but she definitely shoots from the hip. I do feel that perhaps she misspoke when she was saying the president would be satisfied with that, because I don't see how we can have health care reformation without public option, because if we don't have the public option, Bill, we have the same amount of people uninsured that we have right now.
Well, that's not necessarily true. They could do a co-op thing, and they can do a whole bunch of other things, incentives and things like that, to bring in more people into the health care tent. How do you see this, Tammy?
Well, obviously, also, if he gave some of the stimulus money back, which we're asking for, maybe some people could afford to buy their own health insurance. Thank you very much. I think, though, what you're seeing with the back and forthness on the public option is that Barack Obama is no longer even in charge of his own party. They've lost control of the process, as you've noted. And this is important because, as I've been saying for quite some time, when they believe they have sole possession of the truth, they don't have a plan B to make up for if something goes wrong. That is not the way that you govern. Now, what we're also seeing here for Barack Obama is this incessant need to win, regardless of whether or not it's good. And really, at this point, he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. If there is the public option in, it will fail. And if it's not, the Democrats themselves will kill it, and that's where the American people win.
I don't know if the Democrats will kill it. I don't know if there's enough far-left loons to do that. Now, Leslie, do you know who Ken Conrad is? Senator Conrad, do you know who he is?
Yeah, actually, I do. Senator Conrad was one of the co-op proposers, which I think is no offense
He's a big
Senator
hitter
Conrad,
in this whole
ridiculous.
thing. Now, he was on Fox News Sunday with Chris Wallace yesterday, and Conrad backed up Sibilia and basically said, look, there's no way, even though Leslie Marshall wants it, Leslie desperately wants it, there's no way it's going to happen. Votes aren't there. Blue dogs aren't going for it. American people aren't going for it. Every poll says they aren't. They don't want a big government take over the healthcare industry. So, even though you want it, Leslie, Krugman wants it, Howard Dean wants it, not going to happen because the votes aren't there. So, Conrad says it, Sibilia says it, Obama doesn't say anything directly, and I'm telling you, he's lost, as Tammy just said, he's lost control of the process right now, Leslie. He's lost it.
I don't agree that he's lost it, and I don't agree that the Democrats are going to, continue to be fragmented. I think that they need to unite. I think they will unite. I think they will back.
Why would they unite if they haven't already? If they haven't united by this time, Leslie, they haven't united by this time. It's going on now for 5 weeks. All right, they haven't united by this time. I mean, what are you going to Lourdes to pray for this? Is that what you're doing?
No.
Because there's nothing. You're basing your analysis on nothing, Leslie. Go ahead, Tammy.
No, but Senator Conrad's idea for co-op is ludicrous.
All right.
One point.
Yeah.
One point is that the American people have seen that in addition to him losing this process, every other major initiative he's got that's gone under his pen has failed. The stimulus, the cash for clunkers, a liberal Democrat today said only 2% have been paid out on that. Americans are realizing Barack Obama doesn't know what he's doing, and that's why they've rejected it. It's not even about the Democrats. It's that the American people across the board have rejected it, and Barack Obama doesn't know what to do about that. He's going to get a life lesson like no other.
All right, but I don't think it's fair to say the stimulus has failed yet. Because the data just not in yet. At the end of the year, I think you could say that. Obviously, the American people don't have any confidence in it. The poll today says that. The Gallup poll says that. Obviously, they don't have it. But the economy,
no.
It's still wobbling, but the experts on Wall Street say it's coming back. I don't know. Leslie, look, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. I'm going to give Tammy 30 seconds. I agree with Tammy that President Obama is now officially in trouble. You say what to that?
I don't think Obama's in trouble. I think the American public needs to stop being fearful by misinformation, and that how are you going to have 500 co-op programs control a health care program when it comes
I don't know.
to
I can't get into policy
it.
at this point. Go ahead.
Ridiculous.
Tammy, you wrap it up.
No, it's impossible. And the American people realize that this situation is an error, that last year's election was an error. What Barack Obama needs to do is figure out how to actually be truthful with the American people. And other polls said 72% of us don't believe that he's telling us the truth. That is a very serious dynamic, and the White House seems to be completely disconnected from what's happening.
All right, ladies, thanks very much. We appreciate the discussion. Next on the